Well, hello and welcome back to Prison Architect, where it is late in the evening and all our 8 prisoners are busy eating or pretending to eat while being watched over by our guard. So when we left this, we were busily trying to raise our prisoner capacity to 15. Was that it? We'd just completed a grant, hadn't we? So we can also take on our next grant, which is basically prison maintenance is one we're going to do, or should we do visitation? Let's do visitation because we've already nearly got our common room. So we are going to be building facilities in our prison, common rooms, visitors' tables, those sorts of things. Let's do that. We've already got a pool table and at least 2 TVs. They are in the staff room. But hey, if they're going to pay us for that, I do not mind. Okay, our solitary cell appears to have lost its wall, but that is fine. In fact, the entire wall has been taken out there. But these are going to be cells. Are all these cells okay? Yes, they are, but these ones are not cells. So that's okay. Let's get on with upgrading our prison to be able to hold 15 prisoners. Then we might just take a few more in. Okay, so let's start by putting in some brick walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, click. 1, 2, 3, 4, click. 1, 2, 3, 4, click. Just need to get this spacing right. And that looks pretty good to me. So were they 3 by 3? They were 3 by 3, weren't they? Well, so they're going across there. And down here like that. There we go. Lots and lots of new cells. There's a 2 wide gap there for this coming down. So we're making a right mess of this. Take these out. So it needs to go more like that. There we go. And this one can be a solitary cell. Alright, we also need to put objects in. Those objects are bed. Multiple beds. Not in there because that's a solitary. Bed. And they also need le toilettes, which are just there. And if memory serves, I was also being ridiculously nice to my prisoners. Far too nice, and putting beds in. Beds in? Putting televisions in. They can have televisions facing the heads of their bed. So they have to sit on their beds the wrong way around. Bless them. Okay, so we will let our workmen work on that, and we will soon have that. Now we need to build a visitation room, and this is getting a bit messy up here. But should that be a visitation room? Or should... This is getting very messy actually. There's all these buildings in the centre, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. So what's my vague plan? We've got office buildings up here. We've got a cell block here, so cell blocks around the edge, perhaps low and medium security. We've got a canteen in the middle that may need to be expanded. And that could lead the visitation room being here. Or I could put it over here. That would also work. It would require an extra room. Or how about down here? That's where I was going to put workshops in. But I think it would make good sense to actually have it right on the edge. And I think there is room there. Yeah, there's plenty of room there really. So let's put a nice visitation room right on the edge of our big one. Yeah. With a door. You'll just want to have a normal door on it, won't it? That's not too close to... No, that's fine, isn't it? Okay, so we need a door, which is an object. Where are doors? Doors are there. There we go. Right, so we are getting somewhere. Let's speed up because it's 2 in the morning. Our prisoners should be asleep. They aren't because they are doing things which they shouldn't do because they are prisoners. Right, we also do need utilities because we need to connect these things up with small pipes. Now those are the pipes there. Now will this actually reach on a small pipe all the way? There is only one way to find out, and that is to try it. Like that. I have put a toilet in there, have I? Well done, me! Right, that room is no longer secure, which means it's not much of a solitary cell. What's more, there's a room with a door there. Okay, so that's not really going to work anymore. Okay, that's quite inhumane. But that's how it's going to have to be. Never mind. Right, common room. Let's get to building a common room for our prisoners. That'll be in rooms, common room. Allow your prisoners some free time to relax indoors. Got plenty of money. Yep, we are losing money. Boo. Common room. Oh, it has no requirements. That's handy, but I'll put things in it. We are losing money. Money in, money out. That's bad. That's very, very bad. Okay. Well, we do now have enough space if I start turning these things into cells. There's something there which does not have electricity. Utilities. That's all light, isn't it? Electrical. That's a large pipe. Let's try an electrical cable. Does everything else have electricity? Yes, it does. That's great. So, objects, doors. Jail doors. Jail doors are already on, aren't they? Rooms, cells. So we've now got enough cells, I think. So that's a load of cells. It's probably okay. We are lacking lots and lots of electricity about here. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm sure it'll sort itself out soon. There is a doctor wandering around here. I have no idea why. Right, we also need doors on these bits. Okay. So, objects, jail doors. Let's get some jail doors on here. That's a solitary cell. That does not want to go there. That wants to go there, there, and there. That is a solitary, so it needs a solitary door. And it needs to be turned into a solitary cell. We also have a common room. We might as well allow our prisoners things like a pool table, 2 pool tables. Aren't I generous? Phone booths. I've got a decent amount of money. I might just have completed that grant. Yep, I completed the grant for 15 rooms because I've now got 21. Televisions. Right next to each other so they can annoy each other. Let's put some bookshelves in because reading is great. What else might they need? They might need somewhere to sit down. Are there any seating? Yeah, put a sofa in. I will allow them to sit. but not sit and face the televisions, because that would be silly. They have to stand and face the televisions. What's up here? That room doesn't have a door on it, for some strange reason. There we go. And also, if I go into the planning, I think I can get rid of all of those. Can I? There we go. Get rid of all those lines. So, the flooring is a complete and utter mess. We need to do the flooring at some point. That should actually be able to go now. But we have our first cell block, which is very, very good indeed. Utilities. I didn't quite connect that small pipe all the way up. The rest are okay though. So that's great. So we have our big cell block. That means I can take in some new... Where is my prisoner tab? It's there. New prisoners. I'll get some more prisoners in 21 hours. My current prisoners, I don't really know where they are. Here's my common room. My visitor's room. Because I don't have anybody wanting to visit anymore. It is free time, so they are off. Ah, here we go. I've got needs now. He needs family. That's why he's ringing people. He needs alcohol. He needs food and clothing. He needs food and clothing and alcohol. So we do need to get the laundry set up rather soon. However, first of all, we are working on the visitor's room, which is there. We are still losing money, which is bad. I assume it's those doctors, because they need lots and lots of wages. Right, we can put some electrical cable in there. Right, it is indoors, but it needs a visitor's table to be considered a visitor's room. And the visitor's table is just there. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, that's a decent size actually. Let's put a load of these in. That works. I can live with that. We now have a visiting room, and I'll have soon completed that one too. We are starting to fly now, apart from the fact we are losing lots of money and we only have 4 guards. There we go, we've got a completed grant. We've got visitors on site apparently. There they are, desperately trying to get in. They've been let in. That's Jones's mother, does that say? Howell's mother? Howell's wife? Yep, all here to visit people. Wife, mother and daughter. Father and mother for somebody else. And they are going to go and visit. Isn't that sweet? It should reduce their need for family. They should be a lot happier. Can I click on them just to say follow? Okay, so, oops, that is that. We now have a visitation room and a larger cell block. So what is our next task? Prison maintenance. That sounds like a very good idea. And this one as well, security procedure. So prison maintenance. We need the general upkeep and maintenance of the prison and its grounds improving. That's why they're moaning about clothes. So we need to unlock maintenance, cleaning, groundskeeping, and hire a foreman and janitors. So let's just do that actually. To start with, so bureaucracy. We need to unlock maintenance, cleaning, groundskeeping, and all of these. So he's going to be working on that for 5 hours. That'll do nicely. Everyone's going for their lunch eon now, and their afternoon tea. And in the meantime, all these visitors are heading off home. 17 hours until our next group of prisoners arrive. And then hopefully we shall be back in positive cash flow. Okay, so a little bit of time until that comes. Our other task is security procedure. A common pitfall at new prisons are security lapses due to the inexperience of the staff with the facility. Should that be within the facility? Anyway, ensure we have no early mishaps that might hurt our record in the future by increasing security. Hire a security chief, hire 10 guards. I do not have money for that. Unlock patrols through bureaucracy. Assign patrol routes. So we should have an office up here which isn't being used. That's the psychologist. That's a spare office. But do I want the security guards when I have CCTV and all that stuff to have their own area? No, he can be here with the other peoples. Can I hire a chief? No, I need to unlock something through bureaucracy. I've hit that again. Okay, well, so then, let's have a quick look at the other rooms we will be building. So workshops are going to go down in this sort of area. Laundry, armoury, kennels, classrooms and all that. These are all buildings which I'm planning on putting sort of in the centre. I want a nice central area over here. Then perhaps another prison wing here and here. That does leave quite a bit of room at the top actually. But that's okay. Perhaps that could be the forestry area. Workshops down there. That fence is in, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Why is that fence not in? There is no fence going down there. It's a good job I didn't delete the other parts of the interior fencing because I thought we were completely secured. Bit of fencing in, please. Thank you. Okay, all that fencing's in. Just check it. All that fencing is in. All that fencing is in. And all of that fencing is in. That is good. So let's speed up time quite a bit. They are all happily in the yard. I say happily. Is he going to go visit someone or is he just going to go and raid the visitors' room? It is yard's time. He has nicked something. I don't know exactly what they are doing. But they need the toilet. They don't like their environment. They don't like their clothing. So what can we do? Well, we can improve the flooring, I guess. It's a bit excessive just at the minute to do that. It's under materials. You can see we've got all of these different what am I trying to say? Flooring options, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we can put in different floors at great costs. So I don't know, a ceramic floor. Does that make sense in the shower? I think it does. Like that, it costs a lot of money, as you can see, $4,250, which is a lot. Perhaps it might not be a bad idea to do the canteen out. Wood, they'll probably make a mess of wood. Marble tiles. White tiles, that might have been more sense in the shower, but I've done it already. So shall we put white tiles in the canteen? And maybe in the kitchen too, they're much cheaper. It might just make them a little bit more happy than that horrible grottiness. Obviously we need to hire cleaners. So will the cleaners go over here? I think so, because we can expand this out this way, and that's actually quite a big kitchen. So this can be the cleaning supplies room. Is maintenance nearly done? Maintenance is nearly researched. 11 or so minutes, speed up time again. And it is done. We have still not got our next batch of prisoners. I would have thought they would have arrived by now, but we can carry on. Clone? Oh yeah, clone tool. Groundskeeping, cleaning. Cleaning might be a better one to get first. But I think that we are coming to the wrapping up point for the video yet again, as we watch the rather nice flooring being installed. That's not too bad, is it? How's it looking here? Doesn't that look better? Yeah, it doesn't look much like a shower floor, actually. That looks more like a shower floor. But that's okay, that's nice and clean for in there. So, I very much hope you enjoyed this episode of Prison Architect. Thank you very much for watching, and I very much hope to see you next time. Goodbye.